the floor. If someone else would like to ask Brian a question, please speak up.
Hi, Brian. This is Ricardo Lopez. I came in halfway through the presentation, so I apologize if you've already answered this. But these portals that you're referring to, are they public or are they private?
Private.
Okay.
I mean, are they privately owned?
Correct.
Yes, they're privately owned, right.
Okay.
You're talking about Kickstarter and Indiegogo?
Or the new ones for crowdfunding?
Yeah, the new ones, yeah, they're all going to be privately owned. They will likely be, on the equity side, they're probably going to be offshoots of large broker-dealers because they already have the resources for keeping track of investors and things like that. But, yeah, they're all privately owned.
Are there any that already have websites that are creating buzz?
Well, my suggestion, no portal can go up on the equity side because it's illegal right now.
Right.
But what I am telling everybody is, go to the Indiegogo and the Kickstarter and the other collateral sites that are doing the donation reward because no matter whether they're raising money in exchange for a product, the principle is going to be exactly the same in the best practices. I mean, if you talk to Scott, it doesn't really matter, the best practices on the web are the best practices on the web. It doesn't really matter. There may be some differentiation for industry, but those are the kinds of companies that are going to be, setting the standard for people raising money on the equity side as well. And if I can, if you have joined late, I want to encourage everybody to, at the very least, if you are a service provider, Scott and others, we are really trying to find a great group of Orange County people to collaborate as consultants and mentors for these companies. And there's going to be a vast opportunity, I think, for people that are in early in this. And I would ask you to go to the crowdfundingmentors.com site. I'm on there. We have some other very sophisticated people on there. And join. It's going to be a free for the initial group. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to, not have to go to coffee in order to collaborate with each other on clients and things like that that are going to be coming down the pipe. And then for you on the business side, it's going to be a great resource because these are people who are already working with each other in this space and who are familiar with the procedures involved in getting companies on the web, for example, of doing video work and other consulting work. And it's going to be a great resource, whether you're doing the crowdfunding now or in the future. It's really important for people who are going to be involved other than on the company basis and for the companies to look and see what resources are available out there.
And what was that website again?
It's called CrowdFunding Mentors, MENTORS.com. Let me move it back up here. And look at the crowdfunding planning website. Great resource working with Cal State Fullerton business department with this and Dr. Greco up there to try to create a new. This really is a new paradigm. And when I say in the pitch for the Macropreneur webinar today, it really is going to be a seminal change in the way that small companies raise money. And I think that people who are in it early, both on the business side and on the consulting side, are going to be very well served to get involved as soon as possible.
Brian,
yes, someone else is speaking up. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, this is Hank.
Hi, Hank.
Hi, Brian. A great presentation. I did a survey of the top funded items on Kickstarter, and I came to the conclusion that the one thing that's absolutely essential is to have a really cute video.
Right.
And I was wondering if there are any videographers who specialize in making these cute videos for Kickstarter.
Yes, if you email the people at the crowdfundingplanning.com, they have they're already doing videos that follow those models. I mean, most of them are kind of conversational and comedic.
Yeah.
And if that's what you're talking about, yeah, they're already doing those. They took the top 25 best funded donation reward videos from that, and have kind of created a format for appealing to the public on the equity side as well.
Yes. What is the name of that resource? Crowdfunding.
It's the crowdfundingplanning.com.
Planning.
They have what they're going to be doing is providing all the resources that an individual needs, including the video. They have actors resource if you want to have somebody else do that. They have a chart of the best practices of what the content and of the videos is. So it's a great place to start.
Wow, sure. That sounds great.
Yeah, and if you don't get through there, please email me, and I will be more than happy to get you directly connected with those people.
Okay, thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Terrific. So another question. We have time for more questions if anyone would like to ask one.
Does the crowdplanning.com, do they offer resources for not only the video but for your media campaign?
For everything. Yeah. Okay. The navigator is going to go through that, and the crowdfunding best practices will do that too. Yeah. And that's why we really, if you're involved in that business and you're listening today, that's where they're going to have resources. If they don't do it, they will know the people that are up to speed and using best practices in that industry through the mentor and consultants group.
Great. Fantastic. Brian, this is very educational. I really appreciate it. And I know it's my fault for coming in halfway through, but is there any way to get your presentation?
The slides,
Robert,
you're saying. We can forward it with Brian's permission since he created them, but I imagine he'd be willing to distribute those. You can either contact Brian directly or you can contact the Irvine Chamber, and we'd be happy to forward the slides to you. But you do need to contact us and explicitly ask for them.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I have no problem. I mean, that's what it's all about. I'm not trying to make money off my slides. I just want everybody to know that this is going to be a huge thing coming up in the next 5 years, and I want as many people as possible to get involved. Because frankly, there's a lot of interest in Denver, which is where one of the senators that pushed the bill through, and a lot of interest in Washington D.C. But other than that, Southern California, other than the film industry, has not really been pushing this whole concept very much.
And I would also like to let everyone in the audience know that this presentation itself, the one that we're in right now, will be cut as a video and posted on the Irvine Micropreneur site and the Irvine Chamber website. So you'll be able to see this entire presentation once we've got the video ready. So it'll be available in some form or other for you.
Right. I just want to invite people to, if you want to get on, please email me, brian@jennisonlaw.com, if you want to get on our crowdfunding email list. We're doing some free seminars, bringing different people in talking about the biotech world, high-tech world. So if you want to be part of that mailing list, please email me, and I'd be more than happy to add you.
Okay. Well, Brian, that was a great presentation, good audience involvement. I'd like to thank the audience for giving great questions to Brian, and obviously the crowdfunding on both the equity and on the donation side is still gathering momentum and steam, and it is going to be a big deal for small business.